Hello students, we are going to start a new chapter in this video, that is human capital formation in India, a chapter of Indian economic development. So human capital, we the human also act as a resource, okay, we are also capital of this country, a asset of this country, but only when we have the skill and knowledge which would be used for the betterment of the nation, okay. So that is human capital, where usefulness of humans are measured. Now what do we mean by human capital formation? Process of increasing the number of people who have skill, knowledge, efficiency, which are essential for economic and political development, okay. So it is the increasing of those person who have skill, knowledge and efficiency, and those could be used for the betterment of our society or country. So that process of increasing this person is known as human capital formation, okay. Let us see what are the sources or how we can increase the capital formation, human capital formation. The first one is expenditure on education. So it is the first primary thing, that if we will do more and more expenditure on education, okay, then more people will receive knowledge which could be applied for betterment. This is expenditure by people as well as government also, which will improve our education quality, and hence we will form more human capital. Expenditure on health. If we have the skill, the knowledge also, but we are not healthy, okay. If you are visiting a doctor and the doctor himself is unwell, then he cannot give you a proper treatment, okay. So his skill is of no use if he is not healthy himself, okay. So even being a healthy, even being skilled and efficient, we should also be healthy. So more and more expenditure on health should be done, so that we could uh, use our skills for betterment. On the job training, on the job training should be provided to people to increase their efficiency, so that they could learn new things, innovative things, okay. Migration here refers that more people should migrate, in this more people migrate to those areas where they can get the required job of their skill. If someone is a computer knowledgeable, okay, but in his village there is no computer network available, so his skill is of no use, his knowledge is of no use. So in that case he needs to migrate to that area where his knowledge could be used. Expenditure on information. Information here refers to the common information, general information which everyone should have. So we should have do expenditure on information to enhance the quality. Let us see the importance. What is the importance of human capital here? Higher productivity. As more and more human capital formation will be there, the productivity of the country will increase because more skilled person will be there. Innovative skills. Once the person starts to acquire the knowledge, when he is given a proper job training, then he becomes innovative. He finds his own ways to do the work, okay. Higher participation. So it is natural that if more human capital will be there, then more participation will also be there. Growth. Growth here refers to the overall growth of the economy, okay. The society also, standard of living also, and the growth of economy also. Let us see what problems do we face while acquiring the human capital formation. The first is the rising population. Even though we will do expenditure on education, more vacancies will be created, trainings will be given, but continuously population is rising, okay, which creates very much problem in creating the human capital. Brain drain. Brain drain here means that when people become more skilled and knowledgeable, then they think that if they will apply their skill outside the country, then they will get more payment and they will get more nice lifestyle to live, okay. And in this scenario, more and more people leave the country and they go to other countries, and due to this our country remains in the lower side only. Migration is migration of people from backward area to the urban area, and due to this the backward area remains underdeveloped, okay, or undeveloped, because people start to migrate from that area. Low academic standards. So in India, there are some drawbacks in the education system and the academic system which should be removed. Okay, the education quality should be improved, the government school should be improved, which would ultimately lead to the betterment. Okay, so the academic standards should be increased to form more and more human capital and to provide education in a better way. So students, this was a short chapter, only this much concept is there. One more is there, growth of education sector, but for this year that is a deleted portion. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.